Hello, it's Breton Coach here, and again I am in Ravenswood exploring Malt Row, and today I'm at Cultivate by Forbidden Root to grab dinner and get a bunch of tasters. So let's get started and put it in order. And keep watching to see what made me say this. It does almost have like a candle-y aspect to it. When it comes to Cultivate and their beer, they like to put uniqueness forward by using traditional brewing techniques, but adding as many unique ingredients as possible, like roots, flowers, spices, herbs, everything in between to create a unique tasting experience for everyone to enjoy and really diversify their palate. Cultivate by Forbidden Root is just one of their locations within the city. I believe they have one other one for sure. They opened their brew pub in 2016, about 9 years ago now, and all of their proceeds from merchandise goes directly to charities, as well as a part of their beer proceeds go to a bunch of different festivals and events in Chicago. And a few of the charities that they give to is the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, Chicago Humane Society, and Howard Brown Health. So they're really diversifying who they give their money to, and they're really just trying to give back to the community overall. So now that I've told you a little bit about Cultivate, we put in our flight order, so that should be arriving soon. So we will dive into this taste test, and we're pretty excited about the menu. So with our 2 flights, we got one custom flight, which we will review second, but this is the house flight, which is a much better deal since it was only $14 for these 5. Versus if you order a la carte, the price is kind of dependent on the beer, so it's a little bit more expensive that way. But how it's gonna work is I am going to try the house flight, flip it to Brian to try the house flight, and then we will come back to the other flight, I'll try it, he'll try it, and we'll give our final ratings out of 20 points total and see which beer is the best. So without further ado, this is Rosy Cheeks, which is a fruited Hefeweizen. It says it has strawberries, lemon, and vanilla. It definitely has a big fruit scent to it. More of the strawberries than the lemon. If Kool-Aid was a beer, in a good way. Very juicy, very much on the sweeter side. If I wasn't told this was a beer, I don't think I would know. It's almost wine coolery. I'll give that a 6.5 to start. This is Hit Refresh, which is a Hefeweizen as well. This is actually the base for a different beer, but they enjoyed enough to put it its own thing. Otherwise, it is the strawberry basil uses this as a base, which we will be trying in the second flight. I don't mind that at all. I would give this a 7. It's not super heavy, really drinkable for a Hefe, good flavors without being super overpowering. I would like to drink this on a patio for sure. This is Snoochie Boochies, which is a double IPA they say it has notes of orange with the hop bitterness. Hopefully it will be that good balance. It does have a classic hoppy, deep, complex scent to it. Something about this, and I don't know why this popped in my brain. It gives me hotel vibes. I don't know if that's like the flavored water or like how the hotel room may smell. If a hotel and a beer had a baby. I don't know what that means either. 6, because I'm confused. And this is Ghost Geese, which is a fruited pale ale with gooseberries. Nice sweetness to it, really interesting color, and I feel like I can see it almost settling and then bubbling back up. Subtle fruit sweetness on it. I'm not super familiar with gooseberries. I expected a little bit better just on how interesting and jammy this color is. I'd give that a 5. It's fine. Lastly in the house flight is Black Phillip, which is a black IPA that has coffee and chocolate notes. It'll be interesting to see how this compares to the stout in the second flight. Not the biggest scent on it. I don't really have a strong opinion on it. I would drink it if it's given to me, but I'm not searching it out. I'd probably give it a 5.5. So now that I've tried these 5, let's throw it over to Brian so he can try my house flight.
Rosy Cheeks. A little sour. You mentioned that you would be a little surprised if this type of beer, because yeah, this does have a little bit of a wine flavor to it. I'm gonna give that a 6.5. Hit Refresh. That's pretty good. A little sweetness to it. I would say a 6. Snoochie Boochies. I like this one. I'm a fan of double IPAs, as you probably have figured out. It's smooth, good flavor. not bitter, it's floral. This is probably my favorite so far. I'm gonna do a 7.5. Ghost geese. Can't smell too much on the nose. I taste the fruit on it, it's good. I'm gonna give that one a 6. This is the Black Phillip. Easy drinking, got that taste of coffee to it. Very light, this is okay, I'll do a 6.
Round 2, the custom flight that Brian got. So basically we looked at the house flight, thought that was a good starting point, and then decided to fill in the gaps with whatever else we thought was interesting on the menu. I will say, initially, very interesting colors. It might be a little bit of a roller coaster to see where we end up with these rankings, but this is Sour Disposition, a fruited sour with strawberry, cherry, and a hint of lemon. It is actually a wheat-based beer. Scent of Jell-O. That has a nice tartness to it that I wasn't expecting, even though with the lemon, made my spit glands feel weird. I'll give it a 7.5. I don't think I could drink a full pour of it though. This is plenty. This is Mulligan again, a hazy IPA, which it says it has a lot of tropical notes in it. Smells like an IPA, pretty hoppy. To me, it's a pretty standard IPA. It's not bad by any means. Is it a little basic? I'll say it. Yes, I'll give it a 6. Another Hefeweizen, even though it may not look like it, this is their strawberry basil that uses the base of the first one, and I believe this is what they're kind of known for. That's really nice. I like strawberry and basil as a combination. It drinks sweetly, easily. I'd like to drink this on a patio as well. I'd probably give it an 8. I think it's the best thing I've had so far. This is Bicycle Fire. It's a fruited ale, but the flavor note says grilled grapefruit peel and white pepper. Very intriguing to read that on the menu, so this was a definite must try. It has a very subtle peppery scent to it. It's almost savory. The pepper does come through a little bit, same with the grapefruit. I don't know if this is a flavor combination that I would gravitate towards. Interesting factor, I'll give it a 7. And lastly, hopefully not least, as you may have seen from my Second City Meadery video, I love chai flavored things. So hearing that they had a chai milk stout on the menu, we had to get this one as well. It smells like my coffee order, arguably looks like my coffee order. I really enjoyed this for flavors. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Brian is gonna hate this. I wish it was a little bit thicker for a stout. It is fairly thin or on the thinner side. I really enjoy this. I would also give this an 8 too. So we did have a better second showing when it came to the flights, but let's throw it over to Brian so we can get the final scores in to see what are actually our favorites here at Cultivate.
This is Sour Disposition. Smells fruity, kind of like cherries and strawberry. It says strawberry and cherry, so I got that one right. Lemon. That smell is great. I'm hoping this tastes as good as it smells. Ooh, I like this. Oh, you're right, that does bite you. A full pour of this might be a little much because this has got some bite to it. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. This is Mulligan again, a hazy IPA. Got a little bite to it, nothing too harsh. Good flavor, florally, not too strong though. A 6.5. This is the strawberry basil. Good taste all over. That basil there a little bit, okay, interesting. I'm gonna give this one a 7. This is Bicycle Fire. Lots of flavor from it. Not too overpowering or too much bite, it's kind of smooth. I'm gonna give this one a 7. This is the Chi-Town. Brett said I wouldn't like this one. Ooh, that smells like coffee and cinnamon. That smells wonderful. It definitely is like a coffee beer. It definitely has like a twisted cinnamon type flavor to it. Yeah, Brett, I know you like this one more than me. This flavor is just not for me, but it's still well done. So I'm not gonna knock it too much. It's good, it tastes great. I'm gonna say 6.5.
The points have been tallied and added up. We have a winner. It is a tie with 15 out of 20 points for both of these beers. It is Sour Disposition. Sour, delicious, Kool-Aid-y, amazing color. And also with 15 points, the Strawberry Basil, I think it speaks for itself. We both gave it really good ratings. We love the scent and we love the flavor combination. Can't go wrong with either. I guess the sours really won out for tonight. We will see if we get any more tasters, but I think we're going to put in a food order and go from there. I got the grilled chicken sandwich, and Brian got the duck and dumplings. And if beer isn't quite your thing, they have plenty of other options like ciders, seltzers, sodas, and the weekly specials on the back of the menu. Our food order has been put in, and we're thinking instead of getting a full pour of something, get one more flight, meaning we will try 15 out of 16 beers. So we will see if anything in our final flight, we haven't even put it in yet, will upset either the strawberry basil or the sour disposition. Clearly we finished our 2 flights, so we're going to have everything on the beer menu except for one, which is Panda Party, which is a black lager as well. Unfortunately, as much as we would like to try it, it just kind of got the short end of the stick. I am looking forward to our next 5. Here is Brian's duck and dumplings and my chicken sandwich with fries. Let's jump in to the food. For the fries, they're fine, clearly frozen. Wish they were a little salty. They taste good though. I'd probably give them a 6. It is what it is. But let's jump into this chicken sandwich. Looks really fresh. The apple gives it a really nice crunch. I like the freshness of the lettuce. The chicken's well done. I like the cheese on it. I'd probably give this a 7. I'm happy with my choice. And I tried a quick bite of Brian's duck and dumplings. That's good too. I'd probably give that a 6 as well. Dinner all wrapped up. Let's dive into our final flight to really just end the night here at Cultivate. Really enjoyed the food overall. I'm very satisfied with it, but without anything else holding or stopping us, let's jump into the flight. This is Pale by Comparison, which is an American pale ale. Has like a subtle fruity maltiness to it. It's okay. I'd probably give it a 6. Has a nice balance of that fruity with that darker ambery tones. This is Ghost Tropic, which I believe is one of their flagships. It says it has notes of pineapple and a lot of citrus in it. Has a subtle sweetness to it. I think Brian's going to appreciate this much more than I do. I'd probably also give that a 6. It's an IPA, pretty standard to me. Nothing to write home about, but I can still appreciate it for what it is. And this is an oaked Vienna lager called Sweater Weather. It says it might have a little bit of caramel sweetness to it. It's also just fine. I'd probably give it a 5.5. I'm not getting the carameliness like the menu stated. This is Minty Berries, another fruited wheat. This has raspberries, strawberries, and mint. Here's my initial concern. I love mint. I love fruit. I hate them combined. I do not enjoy mojitos. I don't enjoy mint in drinks unless it is specifically like desserty, ice creamy. I'm not gonna enjoy this. I think it's gonna taste like toothpaste. Like mint in drinks to me is the equivalent of brushing your teeth and then drinking orange juice. I'm mad. It's exactly what I thought it would be. I knew I wouldn't like it. My personal rating is a 3. Hear me out. I think Brian is going to rate it a 6.5 or above. So what it is itself, I am going to defer my score to him. So whatever score he puts it, we're gonna double it, and that's gonna be the final score for Minty Berries, just because it's so not for me. It's not just to rate it a 3. It would really be doing that drink a little dirty. For the finale is the gingerbread wheat. I do have high expectations because I love gingerbread. I love all cookies, let's just be honest. Has a hint of it, not like the strongest gingerbread, ginger, cinnamon, nutmeggy punch, but there's still something there. This is a great way to end it if you like gingerbread. I'd probably give that a 7.5. It does almost have like a candle-y aspect to it, with like the ginger scent, but when it hits your palate, it really just explodes for flavor. I honestly thought the smell was gonna make it a huge letdown. This beer isn't the case. I'm glad we finished on this note and not the minty berries.
Round 3 for me, pale by comparison. It's light, it's easy drinking, it's nutty, earthy taste to it. I would say 6.5. Ghost Tropic, a hazy double IPA. That's really good. I'm gonna give that an 8.5. Hoodie Weather, which in Chicago, we're still there. Oaked Vienna Lager. It's a lager first for sure. It tastes good for what it is. I don't usually like lagers, but this one is sticking to what it's claiming to be. I will give it a 6.5. Minty berries, the one that Brett did not like. I'm hopeful. Oh, that's very much like strawberry and berry forward on the nose. I don't get the mint on it though. I know Brett didn't like this. I really do enjoy this. I wish the berries were a touch stronger and the mint a tiny bit less, because the mint kind of overtakes the berries a little bit. It's still a great combination. I do enjoy this. It's almost as if they had a berry beer and someone accidentally slipped a mint into it from their purse. That's a 7.5 for me. That's pretty good. I'd drink this. This is great. Last but not least, this is the gingerbread wheat. That is a gingerbread cookie in a glass with a little bit of a wheat and barley toast to it. I'm gonna give that an 8.
With this final flight, we do have a new top placement. With 15.5 points, winning by half a point, we have the gingerbread wheat. Smells good, tastes good, perfect for winter going into spring. To me, this is the most drinkable if I wanted multiple of them out of all of the beers I've had tonight. Great showing from Cultivate overall with a bunch of different unique beers, which ultimately that is what they set out to do. But this has been Brett and Coach here at Cultivate by Forbidden Root here in Ravenswood on Malt Row. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below what the weirdest beer you've ever had was. Make sure you hit that like button, also the subscription button down below so you don't miss a video. Otherwise, this has been Brett and Coach, and I will see you next time in Coach.